Right now, it's 5:39 here on your beautiful Monday morning. I saw somebody on Facebook, Alex, was saying, it's warm, spring, the summertime is here, but I'm like, Central Georgia's like, hold my beer.
Oh, yes.
Because we're going to have some changes in store a little bit later on.
It happens every year, right? We get fake spring, and then we're reminded that it is still technically winter, and then real spring eventually arrives. But I'll tell you what, the pollen got the memo. That fake spring was here because the past week or so, I mean, you can hear it in my voice that it's just hard to deal with out there, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Even though we've got a cool down on the way, we are still going to be talking about pollen favorable conditions, if you will, looking live over downtown this morning. It is a cool start. Temperatures of 40s and 50s, 49 in Macon. I believe we got 48 up in Forsyth, 49 now in Forsyth, 49 in Gray, 50 in Milledgeville, 50 in Irwinton, 49 in Byron, 50 in Fort Valley, 50 in Perry. So yes, a relatively cool morning, not only in and around Macon and in Warner Robins, but also down to the south and east as well. 54 in Cordele, 53 in McRae, and 50 to get your morning started in Dodge County. But the radar picture is quiet, and it's expected to remain quiet through the day today. Take a look back off to the west. No big weather system working its way towards central Georgia just yet. Just some clouds back towards the Memphis and Little Rock area this morning. Now, through the day today, we are going to warm up very quickly. A very small 10% chance of rain. I do think we get a few degrees warmer than what you see here on Future View. I've got 83 for a high temperature. Then into the night tonight, maybe a sprinkle or two, certainly some increase in cloud cover, but that's not going to be any organized rain. By the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, temperatures maybe into the upper 70s, low 80s. I'm favoring the low 80s in terms of a high temperature, but then by the time we get into the overnight hours for Wednesday, much cooler across central Georgia, talking about low temperatures in the mid 40s across the area as a northeasterly wind builds in. That is a weak cold front coming through. Notice not any rain associated with it. However, once we get to Wednesday afternoon and evening, we're not talking about 70s and 80s, rather 60s across central Georgia. Now, if you're looking for rain, I do see two chances over the next 7 days. The first, late Thursday into Friday, a pretty good chance of rain there. As of now, I've got that at 70%, but I'm thinking that's rain rather than storms. Then by the time we get into Saturday, we're clear. Sunday, maybe a chance of storms across central Georgia. That's late Sunday into Monday of the weekend ahead. Now, just a reminder, spring has not sprung just yet. As Wanya and I were just talking about, March 16th is our average final freeze date. That means 50% of our final freezes come after March 16th. Now, the latest final freeze on record is April 20th. But if you're looking for a good rule in Georgia, don't plant anything until the Masters begins. So that's going to be the first week of April. So if you're looking for a date, the first week of April is probably a good weekend to start with the spring plants. As for the school bus forecast in the day ahead, we're looking at 50s this morning, 80s later on this afternoon. So any jacket that you're wearing this morning, certainly not going to need by the afternoon. For today, 83 will be that high temperature. Sunrise at 6:57. Winds out of the south-southeast at about 5 miles an hour tonight. Sunset at 6:36. 59 the overnight low temperature. A little warmer than we are this morning. Here comes the 7-day forecast, and there's that dreaded icon. I'm not talking about the weather icon, that spring forward icon between Saturday and Sunday. That is this upcoming weekend. A 70% chance of rain on Friday, and then the potential for storms on Sunday.